2021 Chevy Suburban 5.3 liter. Yesterday it was idling, heard some noise coming from it. Look in here, and the water pump pulley was wobbling. So you got a water pump for it. From O'Reilly's. Here's the part number, US8206-TS. Pretty damn expensive. The water pump alone was like 350, 360 bucks. Not sure if the water pump's bad or if the pulleys are just pressed on these, so maybe the pulleys, I don't know. We'll see as we dig into it though. Quite a few things have to take off to even get to it, so let's get started. First things first, we'll go ahead and disconnect the battery, just so we don't arc anything down there, since we'll be messing around by the alternator. If it is the water pump, we'll end up having to take the air conditioner, compressor, and all that loose. But the battery's over here. It's like 10 millimeter. Keep up with your tools, especially the 10 millimeter. Okay, now that's disconnected. We have to pull the air intake tube and box off. You got a clamp here. You got some snap-on lines and a clamp underneath. Your clamps are going to be 7 millimeter. Then you have a crankcase line, PCB line that comes into the back of it here. It's plastic, so be careful with it. You just gotta squeeze on it. Twist a little and it comes right off of there, just like that. Okay, now that's loose. You got, looks like another looks like another 10 millimeter. Now, hey, this is a newer vehicle, so I'm not just real familiar with working on these new ones like this. I'm just kind of playing it by ear as I go. I'm sure there's better ways to do this. Just going with it. Used to the older stuff. Get you one of these. Hell, I don't even know what it's called. They're on the help aisle. I mean, you can get name brand ones or whatever expensive ones. This newer stuff is just covered up with those little plastic fasteners. You get up underneath and pop them loose rather than break the out of them like I usually do. So get you one of those. It's pretty handy. There's a little bracket that comes off the bottom of this air intake to the alternator. Yeah, it's a 10 millimeter. They sure don't make these easy to work on. Okay, a little bitty bolt, keep up with it. Once I get this off here, I'm gonna just kind of half thread that back in where it goes. Okay, now that's off. Okay. All right, so I was able to get in there and look at it. I'll show you what it is. Let's see. Okay, see right where that light's shining? Right. See if I can get it to focus. Yeah, right here. The pulley is breaking off of there because it's pressed on instead of bolted on. I don't know why that's a great idea, but the water pump itself ain't bad, but the broken pulley is, so we'll change it anyways. Alternator bolts to the water pump. There is no tensioner, so that'll be interesting. And the drain for the radiator is way down underneath all that stuff that I can't get to without taking the fender well out and some other junk. So I'm gonna put a bunch of pans under it, pull that bottom radiator hose and let her spill. But I'll have to remove quite a bit to get to it. Well, that is kind of interesting, no tensioner. Huh. Anyways, that's kind of a crap design right there. So let's look at this new one. New one is the same exact way. it's just pressed on, so I imagine it'll be breaking also at some point. Hopefully this one will last though. Maybe they'll come up with a better design before, you know, before too long. Look at that massive contraption there, man. All right, so I'm gonna go grab some drain pans and stuff, and I'll get back here in a second. So I'm about to bust that bottom radiator hose off, and it's gonna spill all over the place. Memphis is laying under there with a couple drain pans. She's gonna catch what she can while it's making a huge mess. You ready, Memphis? Okay. Now she's loose. Okay, ready?
It's all going in the drain pan. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, now it is. Oh, that was kind of lucky.
Well, that's only a little of it.
Huh?
That's only a little bit of it. I'm going to undo this other hose now.
Okay.
Regular pliers. Not a lot of room here. Back up here, I'm going to do this fucking alternator out of the way. I mean, this dang alternator out of the way. Hey, Quinn, you know what? Let me get these other lines.
Okay.
nothing came out of that one. Alright. Come on up here, Memphis. I'm gonna grab the phone. I'll show what we just done here. So, took the upper radiator hose off, this reservoir line off, lower radiator hose right there. We're gonna have to pull the alternator so I can get to the heater core hoses. We're gonna undo our this is a temp sensor, I'm assuming. Idler pulley. I'm guessing that's when I'll be able to get this bolt off, or this belt off. Once we get that stuff out of the way, we'll be able to start unbolting the actual water pump. Man.
It's gonna be a while.
On a 20, 30-year-old vehicle, this would have been a 20 or 30-minute job and done driving again. But here we go. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull the alternator, temperature sensor. So that means we're gonna go ahead and loosen up this idler pulley, get it out of there, get this belt off. I did call O'Reilly, they got another belt. This one's not bad, but I'm gonna change it since I'm here. Remember, get your tool for popping these plastic pieces out. Well, do I have any to pop? Well, I guess I ain't got none right here to pop off there. But you gotta be careful with these little sensors, trying to get them off there. So these little picks come in pretty handy. Go ahead and pop that little gray piece up, and yeah, she's on there pretty good. Well, you want to be careful with it too, because you don't tell how much that little plastic piece is. Huh. Oh, I hear it draining. That thing's still draining, huh? All right. So anyways, we'll get back to it. Pull this little plastic piece up. Oh, dang it. Okay. Squeeze it good and hard. Don't break it. And tuck it over here out of the way. And don't forget that you shoved it over there either. And put everything back together without hooking it up. That sounds like something I would do. Okay, over here. Let's go ahead and pop this off. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Okay. What we got? Remember, we already disconnected that battery, so. Strange. Just a plastic nut? No. Metal nut covered in plastic. All right. Put that back on there so you don't lose it. And then we got a connector. Right here. Kind of hard to get to. The back of it there. There we go. Okay. That's off there. We'll go ahead and loosen that alternator up. Okay, your alternator is bolt here, bolt there. They're both 15 millimeter. Probably don't need that extension. Remember, don't lose your tools. It ain't gonna be the last time you're working on something. Okay. That's loose. Let's go ahead and get in here and try to bust your knuckles a little. Oh, that's tight. I'm guessing you could use them fancy electric wrenches too. Probably actually be pretty handy, a little electric wrench. Alright. Don't lose your bolts. I'm not sure yet on oh, there we go. Moved a little. Somehow that somehow that belt's got to get loose so we can come off there with it.
Heard it.
No, always save your old belts. Throw them in the little compartment or under a seat. You never know when you'll be on the side of the road with a broke belt. And then that old belt will help you get by. There we go. Oh, that's a longer bolt. Okay. That's interesting. Well, I guess we'll deal with that. It won't come out because the electric fan motor's in the way. We'll deal with that when we have to, I guess. Hopefully we won't have to, hopefully they won't bite us right there. Let's go ahead and loosen up our idler pulley. Looks like there's 3 of them. They're 15 millimeter. They're tight. Boy, they're tight. Okay. That's going into the head, so I'm not sure. That might go into a water jacket or something. I'd just be sure and put some sealant on the threads when these bolts go back in. Let's see, belt's getting a little looser now. Go ahead and pull this on the bottom out some more. Well, I think this is going to be a pain in the ass to get back in. Maybe. I'm not pulling them all the way out all at once because I don't want all that tension on one bolt, one set of threads. Okay, we can probably go ahead and slide this belt off now. So your water pump pulley is smooth, so just slide it off of there. Oh yeah, and remember how it goes, in case you're the forgetful type, how that belt's ran, so you're not scratching your head when you're putting it back together. Okay. Good, get that out of the way. Almost. Oh. Now we'll go ahead and finish taking these idler pulley bolts out. That pulley's still good. Golly, that's a long-winded one. Okay. All right. I don't know what the hell that is. We'll see. I'll leave it on there. Some kind of weird on the bolt here. This one got it too. Well, they all got it. So, all right. Once you got that out, go ahead and check it. Oh, this one feels pretty good. No noise out of it, smooth. Okay, set it to the side. Keep your bolts with it. Now here's the problem, now that we can get in here and see it. See this crack here? Look at that. See how it's moving? Bearings are still good, but the damn pulley's cracked all the way around. That's a shame to go through all this for that, but like I said, maybe it's this aftermarket one will be better. Now we get to deal with how the heck we're going to take this off. All right, so there's a little lip right here. You can get underneath there with a pry bar or a good thick flat tip. Still got this issue with this bolt. We're gonna see if that screws us or not. But maybe we'll work this loose. Maybe we can get that bolt out of the way. Yeah, I think we can. I think we can. We'll have to pull the water pump with the alternator on it loose, and then put the alternator on the new one loose and put it back in like that. Well, that's retarded. So now now I got that bolt in the bind. I can't get it back in there out of the way. There we go. Just get it in there enough to be out of the way. I like to get that out of the way. And tuck that in back behind the dipstick. There. Okay. Now we can start unbolting the damn water pump. Okay. Looks to be, maybe that's a 12 millimeter. Let's see. Nope, 13. Okay. We get a smaller extension. I'd say just get them all broke loose pretty good before you start pulling them out. I'm gonna guess there's another one under here. Right there. Now when you get this loose, it's going to dump more coolant out. Okay. Come around this side. I gotta do the other side. There's one there. Yeah, in order to get the bolt out for this alternator, you have to pull the damn cooling fans out to get to it. And pull the cooling fans out also means taking about 8 more lines off and losing oil for the oil cooler lines and all kinds of junk. Let's see if we can't do it this way. Okay, that one's loose. There's one there. And now there got to be another. Oh, yeah, there's one there. There's one there. Boy, they sure didn't skimp out on the bolts for this son of a gun. There. I think there's quite a few of them right there. There's one way down here. You're gonna have to use a deep socket on it. It's a stud that sticks through with a nut. So besides the alternator bolt, there's 8 bolts altogether. Well, 7 bolts and 1 nut. Get that nut off there without dropping it. There it is. Now you can start pulling all your bolts out. I would go with the difficult ones first. I'm not sure if they're different lengths or not, so. don't want to come out easy. There's one. I'm gonna guess that they are not the same length. So I'm gonna leave that sitting in there. Until we start getting more of them out. Boy, that just feels like it has Loctite or something. See how long this dude is. Yeah, they're gonna be different lengths. Oh yeah, it had Loctite on it. So this had already been in, I don't know how long ago, a year ago or so, 2 years. And GM put a water pump on this. Or Chevy house put a water pump on this. So I'm guessing they put some Loctite on some of them. Thread sealant maybe, something like that. Don't forget, we still got 2 heater core hoses we got to pull off here. I'm going to go ahead and do ourselves a favor, since we're going to lift this up out of here with this alternator on it. I'm going to pull the throttle body and set it over here to the side. So we'll go ahead and pop this. We'll go ahead and break that. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and just break that. I mean that dang plastic clip. All right. Set this to the side. Show y'all how to. Boy, sure wish that wouldn't have broke. All right. We'll go ahead and get this out of the way. Wiggle it around a little. Not even gonna pull these bolts out of here. I'm just gonna leave them in the throttle body. And all right, now just gonna set this up to the side, out of the way. Okay, I ain't even gonna mess with that. I don't want to pull it out, mess up any kind of seal or whatever. I'll be going back to O'Reilly's. If they got one of these in stock, I'll go ahead and grab one. All right, now we can get back with these heater hoses. You ain't gonna be able to see them. They're kind of a pain where they're at. They have those little spring-loaded clamps on them. They're kind of in a bad spot, but you can get them though. They're just a pain. Hardest part's getting this stupid clamp out of the way. All right. Almost got it worked back out of the way. Boy, what a pain. Okay. All right, got it out of the way. Take my pick and work around the end of the hose. Get it to kind of come free because they don't want to move. Okay. She is on there. Oh good, it's coming now. Okay, it's off. Puppies. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay. We got these over here. The new water pump comes with some new bolts, but I'm just taking these old bolts and sticking them over here. where I pulled them out in that spot, just to make sure we got everything we need. Not sure why it comes with new bolts. Maybe it's one-time use bolts. I don't know. All right, get everything out of the way. Should be ready to break loose now. Unless I got one more something. Something's got us held up here. Let's look and see. It's the damn air conditioner bolted to this same thing too. Hell. So there's a stud in the very bottom. That nut goes on way down there. This is that stud. It's a 5mm. You can pull that stud out, and that'll help you get it all loose. Gosh, what a contraption.
Yay.
Okay. Now, man.
Oh Lord, it's messy.
Let's take a look in here. Couple things. It's that stupid air conditioner. I don't know how I'm gonna get that back together. Man, that is terrible. What a terrible design. These crappy little gaskets. Okay. Well, anyway, so we got it started. It's just kind of barely in there right now. I'm going to tighten these bolts down a little bit. See what kind of mess I'm going to be dealing with down here on this air conditioner before I go any further, because that got to be on. So we'll see. Of course. I did put some RTV sealant on all these bolts threads because they bolt into the head and block and stuff. So I'm not sure if any of them go into water jackets or oil or any of that. So better to be safe and just, I mean, it won't hurt nothing, you know. God dang. Won't hurt nothing to put that on there. So. Make sure you don't cross through none of these, since all this goes into aluminum. Turn a bad day worse that way. It's still loose, it's just on there where it's not flopping around now. Alright, now this AC compressor down here, you have to do a bunch of work where you can't see anything. So I'm going to have to pick it up, put that stud back through, the bracket on the AC compressor, and the bracket on the water pump blind without seeing it. This stud is the one. So I'm going to start it in the water pump. And then see if I can then I'll see if I can set the AC bracket up over it. I can get it started. Okay, it's started. This is that one that the head of the stud takes a 5mm. And like I said, I'm sure there's a lot better way to do this, or more professional way, or the GM way, or whatever you want to call it. But so far, this is how I'm doing it. So that stud down there, I'm gonna get it tight and then just give it a little bit of a right there, maybe a little there. Not too much. Let's see. I'm gonna feel around down here, pick up the AC, maybe. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sitting on the edge there. Almost. Okay. Not sure. That's it. Oh man. I have to take the stud out, slide that back in place, run the stud through that and the water pump. Remember, somehow I put this damn belt on it because there's no tensioner for that either. Okay. Now I'll see if I can get that damn stud through there more. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is a lot better way to set a water pump up, or a dang water pump. Remember, get it tight, and then just give it a little old, maybe a little more, right there. Okay. Now, let's see. I'm going to put that nut loosely on there, because I don't want that. I don't want that AC compressor to decide it's going to slide off there and mess up any progress we've made here. Okay, now how is that? Okay, I think now is when we put the AC belt on. Okay. That was hard to see. Okay. Wonder if I spin the engine over a little to lock that belt on there. Alright, well, let's get this air conditioner bolts in. Here's the long one. Oh yeah. Okay. Where is the bolt hole? Okay. There we go. Now, go ahead and tighten the air conditioner. Oh, that's that real long one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, after reading up on it, dang belts, once you pull them off, you're supposed to put new ones on, I guess, every time. Makes it a little more expensive now. That's cool. I don't know why that one has to be so long-winded. The other part of that air conditioner. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and snug down those bolts down there. They go through the AC compressor. I'm sure there's a torque spec for it. But I'm not using it. Get on there. Okay. There's the AC compressor. All right, so the AC belt, this is Gates, it's from O'Reilly's, there's the part number. That's for your AC belt, the lower or the small one. This is your big main belt. It'll run all the other stuff. That's your part number. Then go ahead and tighten up basically everything else. Let me get the bolt in for that. Okay. Maybe. There it is. Oh, 15 millimeter. It's out. It's a new water pump. This little bushing, you're gonna have to tighten it down. It's gonna shove that bushing in so it snugs up on that alternator. Bam. See that? Now we're gonna give it a little, just like that there. Same thing on this other side. Tight. Extra. Okay. That's your 15s on that. Now let's go ahead and start tightening up water pump bolts. Snug. Snug. Got one down here, I believe. Yeah. Right there. All right, now we'll go and tighten it. Get it tight, and then give it some. Okay. Tight, give it some. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Heater hoses. Now, remember, the heater hoses are got those stupid spring clamps on them. All right, there's one. The other one. God dang it. Gotta get on that clamp. All right. That's a little too close to me. Try to always reposition those back where they was when you took them off. Okay. Before I hook this lower radiator hose up, it's time to fight that bottom AC belt on. Okay, so gotta put this bottom one on, so I gotta roll it on. I'm sure that crank bolt is metric. I don't have any metrics to fit it, but 1 5/16 fits it, so I'm gonna use it. That's just a swivel. I wrap it with electric tape to stiffen it up. It'll still swivel if I want it to. And then the way to do it is you got to start it on the compressor, kind of get it started on the harmonic balancer, and then roll the engine over and make it walk itself on. So I don't know how well you'll be able to see. Put it behind the harmonic balancer. Get it on the AC compressor. See, it's on the AC compressor. Make sure it's on the bottom. And it is. Okay. And then you'll start it up here onto the harmonic balancer. Then you'll fish this around. Get it in there on that crank bolt. Okay, so it's on there. And you're gonna roll the engine over. Whoa. It's trying to slip off there. Let me come around this way, okay? Now, oop, came off the nut, or off the crank bolt. Telling you, it's a pain in the ass. Okay, now I'm back on it. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me. All right, so I got a screwdriver. I'm going to hold this belt on the AC compressor as I spin this around because it was trying to walk off the AC compressor. Coming around. Yeah. See it walking up on there now? Boy, that is tight city. Okay, I'm going to get my breaker bar now. A little more leverage on it. Okay. Oops. Okay. Boy, she's tight. The problem is the swivel's trying to swivel. But I don't need to swivel. All right, almost there. Put that zip tie on there to hold it on there so it'll quit slipping, and then you can just cut that zip tie off. All right. Now, that belt's on. If you look over here on this side, you'll see the zip tie right here. Go ahead and cut it off of there. All right. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and roll it the other way now, just to make sure that belt's on all the way around. Yeah, good. All right, one belt down. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put the lower radiator hose on. This stupid clamp. I guess it would help if I put that on top. Okay, rotate that around. she's going on. Awkward. Okay. Now she's on there. Okay. That's on. So we got our heater hoses on. We have our radiator hose back on there. I'd say we can go ahead and well, before we wire our alternator back up, we'll go ahead and put our idler on and then fight this other belt onto it. Okay, same thing with the idler. I don't know if these go into the block and head and stuff, so I'm just putting a little sealant on the threads. Just because I don't want nothing leaking, you know. So. Okay, that one started. Let me grab my.
Your arms are bleeding.
We'll go ahead and remember, you always want to start them with your fingers, and then put a wrench on them. Oh, huh. That's a 15, y'all. Why didn't y'all tell me? Y'all let me do that for a whole minute. Yeah. Memphis too.
Okay.
Sitting there just watching me peel out with that bolt. Now the bottom, take a longer extension. Okay. Screw them in as far as you can with your hand. Okay. Now get your ratchet. Let's snug them up. Like I said, there's probably a torque spec on it. Mine's just going to be a little bit of a grunt because it's aluminum or whatever the hell. Yeah. Okay. And I love how much room there is. Don't have to struggle at all. I'll give this one over here one more time. Need just a little bit more of a, yeah, just like that. Hey, look at that. Professional. This is what happens when you get a Ford mechanic working on a Chevy. No torque specs. Right. Okay. Let me grab the belt and we can fight that damn thing. Alright. Let's get some lightning in here, Memphis. Do y'all remember how it goes? You remember Memphis?
Yep.
How?
Pretty sure. Here.
What? Wait. What do you mean?
Wait, okay. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Alright. I'd rather you say that then.
I thought I remembered.
Yeah.
I almost remembered.
Okay. Well, that looks like that'll be a
Fun.
So, our zip tie earlier broke. It wasn't a heavy duty zip tie. Right when we almost had it on there too. Talk about disappointing. So now that's a heavier one there. That ought to, guess if that one breaks, we'll do
You should put two on there.
we'll do more zip ties. Okay, there. All right. Get my start fighting this back in there again. Okay. it would be easier if I wasn't using this swivel. I just don't have the right size extension. Come on. Okay. Hopefully after I fumble around a while. Okay. I'm gonna have to put this breaker bar on it. Yeah. Okay. Keep trying to swivel.
All the dogs are out by the way.
Hmm?
All the dogs are out by the way.
Oh, good.
I don't think so.
Running all the dogs that don't belong here off.
Yeah, but Puff and Forrest, they go out into the neighbor's yard sometimes.
Okay. No wonder these pulleys break. Or no wonder these pulleys break. Gosh.
Did you get it?
Nope.
Oh.
One more turn, I'll get it. Huh. Okay. Gosh.
That took forever.
Boy, that's so That's so convenient. Then just take that zip tie off there.
Break it with that pipe.
Remember that sensor that we're not forgetting about. Okay. Well, snap in there. Okay. Guess I was worried about that getting dirty or something. Alright, upper radiator hose. Remember, that's one of those stupid clamps. Get the oldest, most wore out pliers you got to do this with, obviously. So you can pinch your fingers like that. Okay. It's on, it's on. Some broke zip tie there. Now, notice it's got some more little deals on it, okay? Bam. All right, what's left? We got an alternator. Oh wait, nope, that ain't alternator. This is alternator. Okay. Yeah, that's alternator. What's still here? Look at that snapping in. It's not even broke. Where did I put that? Oh yeah. Okay. That's where that 17 millimeter is. Right there. You don't want to tighten that one all crazy and break it. Put your halfway working tabs back in there. Okay. Where'd that one go? Oh, I think those clip on to after I put the intake back on. Yep. Okay. Something ain't right there with that. Oh, nothing for it to clip onto back there. Great. Okay. Now, was not able to get a new gasket, so we're using the old one. God dang. Whole time didn't lose any of them. Sitting up there on the deal by the window this whole time. Shine light down there.
You mean look under the car?
Yeah.
Here, put the... Try to use that spotlight real quick. Can't see nothing on there.
It sounded like it hit the concrete, didn't it?
Yeah. A little bit. It might have fell into it. It might have sounded like it hit plastic. It almost could have fallen into.
No, to me it sounded like it hit the concrete. All right. So we got that plug back in.
Yay.
We need to tighten that down. Let's see, that's gonna be 10 millimeter. Okay. When you do these, okay, go across from each other here. Snug it down. Okay, then you can go back and go ahead and give it just a little bit of a there. 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 A little bit more. There. Okay. Now we got left. Let's see. I think just the
Air intake.
air intake. Yep. Okay.
Dude, I literally can't even see in here. Looks pretty good.
All right. Air intake. Remember, we have to bolt this to the alternator.
Woo.
Put that bolt in my pocket. make sure you get on there all the way on your intake. You don't want any leaks. Remember, what size is it? 7mm.
Yep.
The clamps. Tighten it down. Okay. Got this one over here. Get it on the way. Okay. Tighten her down. And then this bolt that goes right here. Just stand right here on this.
Is that good?
Okay. Let me get my
Shall I lift it up?
Yeah, you got it. All right. Tighten that stupid bolt down. What?
Oh, that was wild.
Get it good and snug then a little bit. And don't forget your plastic stuff that was on there. Okay. All right. Well, last but not least, remember this vent, crack case vent line. Get it on there. Okay. Now, for the battery, tighten it back down. And then we're ready to add coolant. Okay. Let me grab these tools off of here. I'm gonna double check. Look around. I don't see that I missed anything. All right. Go ahead and open the coolant reservoir up. And they grab a funnel.
Woohoo! 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 Woohoo!
All right, now these GMs use a specific oil or coolant. I'm sorry, I just got the O'Reilly brand, but it's gotta be that Dexcool. It's that orange stuff. This is a full strength, so it's a 1 gallon of coolant to 1 gallon of water. Since I know I lost a lot, I'm gonna go ahead and put this whole gallon in there, fill this up with water, and put it in there. Don't forget when you're opening these, right here, make sure you get all the little pieces out of it. What did you do, forget to record?
No, I was zooming in on Santa.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and start it, let it start warming up, circulating that water. Turned all the heaters on so it'll circulate through all the heater hoses. Alright. That felt fun. Let me see. AC down there? Yep. Oh, good, it's on too. We're gonna let it warm up and then we'll see what it does. All right, so the engine's now warmed up, 210. It's been circulating a while. I put almost 2 gallons in it. I'm gonna go drive it, come back, check it, probably top it off, and then she's done. No leaks, no nothing. I'm sure there's an easier way to do it. Maybe there's a harder way to do it. I don't know. But it's done. So, hell of a lot better than paying a GM shop to do it. You know, there's no telling what they would have charged. But also, you know, you just need to know how to do things yourself. So, never hurt nobody to learn stuff. If you can do it yourself, well then do it. Don't be lazy about it. Go ahead and do it. This was pretty frustrating, but now I feel pretty good about it. So I'm gonna go drive it around and top it off, and if you watch the whole video, I appreciate it. Hopefully you learned something, maybe what not to do or maybe what to do, I don't know. Biggest thing is don't lose your tools, don't lose your bolts, and don't strip nothing out or cross-thread anything. But thanks for watching.